So how are you feeling after those exam tests that we just did on your shoulder?
I'm good. Definitely feeling a little like sore and like flared up, but that's about it. Yeah.
Totally normal. Honestly, very consistent with what I think is going on here. So, these findings that what you've been describing with the description that you provided, and what we found during your exam, very common. And I think when I had you lift your arm overhead and we did that kind of internal movement there.
Oh yeah, that one hurt.
Yeah, all this points to something called rotator cuff tendinopathy.
Okay.
And this isn't a dangerous condition. This is something that we can take care of in physical therapy. And we'll get more to that, but it just simply means that those tendons that you have in the shoulder, in that right shoulder, are inflamed. They're a little bit overworked. You're an electrician, you're reaching overhead all the time. The heavy usage of tools like overhead, when you're wiring all those things over time, it can cause just like overload. And so, yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Just been using it too much.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And as we grow, as we age, tendons do, they don't heal necessarily, but they do function properly. And that weakness and pain that we found when you tried to lift your arm to the side, and the tenderness that we found when I was touching the shoulder and I was like palpating it,
Yeah.
all points to this tendinopathy thing. So you talked a little bit about the sleeping on your side, on your right side, and how that hurts at night. Another indicator for sure. So most importantly, I just want to address the surgery, because you said you had some concern about surgery. And I just want to strongly reassure you that surgery is not something that we probably need to do.
Okay.
We can probably treat this, and honestly, most people do really well with a conservative approach.
Okay.
Conservative exercise and management. So,
yeah, that's relieving.
yeah, it's awesome. Like we're gonna get after it.
Okay.
But first, so that structured exercise program, I'm gonna suggest 3 months. Just give it a trial of 3 months before even considering surgery. And also with corticosteroid injections, I would not suggest them. Give it 3 months of this program before considering that.
Okay. Yeah.
Does that sound okay?
That sounds okay. Yeah.
Research has been showing that surgery is typically as good as a conservative exercise program.
Okay.
So if we can rock it out and save you some money, that'd be a good deal.
Okay.
Cool. So the first thing that we really want to do with this program that we're going to write for you is we want to calm down the shoulder, because it's really highly irritable right now. You're talking about the pain and that weakness. So when we did that fatigue exercise, when I had you lie on your side and we fatigued with the dumbbell, we did that on both sides, and your right shoulder was way weaker. And that just shows that because it's weak, we can strengthen that shoulder. And that's what we want to do. Yeah. So first of all, we need to temporarily do some modifications to your daily activities. First being, I don't want you to reach above that 70 to 90 degree range.
Stay a little lower.
Yeah, exactly. Let's stay low for the time being. Also, when you're sleeping, try not to sleep on your side. Lie on your back, and if you would, put a pillow underneath your arm to elevate it. That could help with some of that pain that you've been experiencing. Also, just in the very beginning here, we're going to do some just very gentle movements, something called like a pendulum, where I just have you move your arm. Some of those exercises are going to help with pain. Yeah. And it's so highly irritable right now, we don't want to do anything too intense. Okay. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. But then we want to start building back up. And we're going to target some strengthening exercises. That side lying exercise that we did when you were lying on your side, and we did the dumbbell, things like that. Also, we want to do some scapular control because I saw in your exam your scapula was weak, and so we want to focus on kind of rehabilitating your scapula, and so that will be part of the plan.
Okay.
But for right now, your role, I'm going to give you a home program, and your main job is just to follow those work recommendations for trying to stay below.
Yeah.
And those sleep recommendations.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sweet. And so, what we'll do after we get done talking here is I'm going to show you just 2 or 3 exercises to bring home, and you can start those right away.
Okay, sweet, yeah.
So that would be awesome.
That'd be super nice.
Great. As far as like the pain that you've been having, like a 5 out of 10 pain is probably okay. Like that is an acceptable amount of pain when you're exercising. That's not going to cause any more. It shouldn't cause any more pain. It shouldn't aggravate it. We want to stay in that range.
Okay.
Anything like 5 or below. Sound okay?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Cool. And then no worse the next morning for pain. So when you wake up, if it's something called the 24-hour response, and so if you're feeling as though it's much worse the next day, we know that we went too hard.
Okay.
But if you're feeling like it's a little sore, that's normal.
Okay.
Great. And so yes, these exam findings totally point, I think, to tendinopathy. And I don't have any referrals for imaging or anything else at this time.
And no surgery?
Yes, no surgery.
Yeah.
And so we'll plan. I think we're gonna plan to meet twice a week. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
For at least 4 weeks.
Okay.
After week 4, we can kind of reassess, and we'll go from there. Depending on how you're doing, you might just do most of your exercises at home after that point.
Yeah.
Cool. Also, we have a physical therapist assistant on staff that you might be working with.
Okay.
I'll be bopping in and out throughout the sessions, but you'll probably be working with a physical therapist assistant a lot of the time. Yes, and then we can formally recheck your goals. I know that you want to get back to being able to work without pain and sleep.
Those are the main 2.
Right. So definitely we're gonna rock that out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Can you share with me a little bit about the plan? What do you remember that I just kind of went over?
Yeah, I could try.
Okay.
So that I have rotator cuff tendinopathy, but it's not too scary, and that we can treat it with just conservative rehab. Plan to just keep it really low irritability right now, 5 or less, starting with like some pendulums, so like this, and then working strength, I believe you said, and adjusting the way I sleep at night, so not sleeping on my right side and sleeping more on my left, and adding some pillows. And then it'll be 4 weeks, twice a week, and go from there and recess.
You're spot on.
Okay.
Just one thing
Yeah.
with the sleep on your back, on your side. You could probably sleep on your left.
Okay, on my
but
back.
I recommend sleep on your back.
And then the pillow goes
And then
here?
the pillow, right?
Okay.
Exactly.
Got it.
Otherwise you rocked it. So,
Sweet.
what do you say? Should we go do those exercises?
Yeah, let's
Get
do
you
it.
going? All right.